Moving on, US President Donald Trump has stated that he has not yet decided whether to authorize major military strikes against Iran, noting that Iran is approaching negotiations with greater seriousness. Despite these diplomatic signals, US carried out strikes in the northwestern Iranian city of Ahvaz. Iran has responded by targeting US military assets in the Gulf, triggering air raid sirens in Bahrain. As tensions in West Asia escalate, US military says it disabled a tanker ship attempting to evade a blockade on Iranian ports, and this after the crew ignored repeated warnings. US Central Command said that forces fired into the vessel's engine room, stopping it from continuing towards Iran. Officials said that the ship is no longer heading towards Iranian waters. In southwestern Iran, explosions were reported in the city of Ahvaz after US missile strikes. Iranian state media said that 4 people were killed and 5 others were injured. Meanwhile, air raid sirens sounded in Bahrain as regional tensions continue to rise. The Interior Ministry urged citizens and residents to remain calm and move to the nearest safe location amid ongoing concerns over attacks linked to the Iran conflict. Meanwhile, Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels say that they launched a missile attack on the southern Saudi city of Jazan in response to recent Saudi strikes on Houthi positions in Yemen. Visual surface showed clouds of smoke rising following the attack on a Saudi Aramco oil refinery in Jazan. The attack comes after the kingdom issued brief warnings to residents in Jazan and Yanbu after the Houthis threatened to retaliate. Regional tensions have also spread to key shipping routes. A Saudi vessel was reportedly hit in the Red Sea, sustaining minor hull damage days after Houthis announced a maritime blockade targeting Saudi-linked shipping. In retaliation, Saudi Arabia has launched strikes on Houthi targets in Yemen, reportedly injuring 2 people. Meanwhile, the United Nations has expressed deep concern over the escalating violence, warning that attacks on commercial shipping could further destabilize the region and disrupt global trade. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, through his spokesperson, has urged that Houthis to halt attacks on commercial shipping. Listen to this.
The Secretary General is deeply alarmed by the resumption of Houthi attacks on commercial vessels transiting in the Red Sea and the renewed threats to maritime navigation. The Secretary General calls for an immediate de-escalation and urges Houthis to refrain from any further attacks or other escalatory actions.
Speaking at the White House, Trump emphasized that while the U.S. is prepared to escalate, a diplomatic solution remains his preferred option. His remarks come amid reports of high-level security meetings and continued U.S. strikes on Iranian targets.
Look, we're talking to them right now. I think they're getting more and more serious as the days go by, for maybe the obvious reason. But we are talking to them right now. Look, there are 2 ways. I consider that the smarter way, but the other is probably the easier way, doing what we're doing. There's a military exit where we just keep going just the way we are, and we can even make it a heavier dose, and it's knocking out everything they have. Or there's a smarter strategy, and that's you make a deal, and they want to make a deal. I just don't think they're ready yet.
Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi rejected U.S. pressure and threats. Speaking on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting in Kyrgyzstan, he said that Iran would not bow to threats and would continue to defend its national interests. Listen to this.
We fear no one, nor do we back down from any threat until our goals are realized and the rightful demands of the people of Iran are fulfilled. It is natural that we continue our movement.